Hey everyone, it's Stasha Erickson. I hope you're all doing well today. Well, it is January 20th of 2017, and it's also known as Inauguration Day in the United States of America for President Donald Trump. I've seen a lot of unrest happening thus far, a lot of propaganda leading up to the event today, and protests and just crazy stuff going on all over the world. So I just want to say to everybody, please just pray for those who are feeling upset, for those who are feeling angry, for those who feel that they need to retaliate or have any type of revenge over the president. Because this type of energy, it's just, you guys, we're above this at this point. We need to be above this type of behavior at this point. So I just wanted to first say a prayer to everybody out there today who is suffering or has been involved in any of this stress or drama or protests or any of the stress that is coming out of this. We have to accept that this man was elected, and that he is now going to be the president today. And you know, I think we just have to learn that when we don't get our way, we cannot throw temper tantrums. This is kind of what I see happening, is like a very youthful mentality across America. So I just wanted to start off by saying I just want to send a lot of prayers to everybody. I have some really good news. My application appointment with Norway went very, very well the other day. They accepted the application. They said nothing was missing. We had everything organized. And the process itself takes anywhere between like 4 to 9 months before I am completely approved or denied to live in Norway. So for at least for now, I get to stay put for about 4 months. Now, the reason you're not seeing my face again today is that I have been really under the weather. The stress of this application and the holidays and everything just got the best of me, and I've been under the weather now for a few days. So I have not been making content, and I do apologize for that. But what I did want to say is I just want to say thank you again for everybody who helped with their prayers and their support, and just kind words of encouragement for me throughout this process of reapplying yet again to stay in Norway. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. Now, one of the things that I've also realized is that I've been pushing myself very, very, very hard in the year of 2016. And especially with my health getting affected now today, I have decided to take an executive decision that I will no longer be doing healing ceremonies in 2017. I take breaks from doing healings a lot. I take them off, I bring them back. I do this, I've been doing this for 5 years because I have people come to me that have some very serious stuff going on with them. And I know a lot of people don't believe in demonic possession, but it's a real thing. And it's really what's going on with a lot of people's minds right now. It's not that you're physically possessed by a demon, but your mind can be infiltrated by genetics and the toxins that they put into the air, the nanoparticles I've been talking to you guys about. All of these things can kind of change human beings. And I have a lot of people that come to me that are seriously at the end of their rope and ready to give up. So when I am healing some of these people, I am literally using all of my energy and all of my will and all of my intent to heal you from your ailments. And of course, I am the divine messenger of God and a divine instrument of God to conduct the work. Technically, He's doing the work. But me as the anchor or the filter or the middleman between God and the person that's being healed, any healer can tell you that over the years it will take a toll on you. I believe that I've been removing a lot of lower negative entities from people lately. And it's just gotten to the point where I'm almost like more tired than I ever should be every day. So I will no longer be doing healing ceremonies in 2017. I only had them available in a couple of places, but I'm going to be taking them down as of now. So if you have received a healing ceremony from me this year or last year or ever, just be very happy and grateful that you received probably one of the most powerful ceremonies that I've ever given, because that's how I treat every single person that I heal. So I will not be doing healings moving forward. Now, one of the other things I wanted to discuss with you guys about was another little talk I had with myself and my Father in heaven. The other thing I've been doing way too much of are readings. Some days I can do up to like 11 or more readings a day. There's been days back in history where I was, oh my God, like in 2012 and 2013, I could have up to 20 readings a day, and I would deliver them all via video. So, needless to say, I don't know, I'm somewhere in the Edgar Casey mark as the amount of readings and past life readings that I've done. It's thousands. I really can't keep track. And I feel like I've kind of done above and beyond what I can for humanity. So I am going to keep the readings on my website for a little while longer, but what my focus is going to be moving forward in 2017, especially now that I'm able to stay in Norway for a while, and especially now that I've been getting lethargic from doing too many readings and too many healings, is that I'm going to be focusing 100% on my writing and my video content this year for 2017. My writing and my videos go hand in hand with each other, because how this really all started for me was with a personal vlog on YouTube like everybody else, just giving my opinion about stuff. And then the more videos I did, I collected notes through people's comments, through my own research, etc., etc. And then I began to write my first book, Diary of an Asset. Then I took kind of a year off of the conspiracy part of my journey, and I was really focused just on healing. My seventh grandmother, her name is Nancy Ward. She was a very famous Cherokee princess, and actually the last one that held counsel for the American Daughters of the Revolution, or Daughters of the American Revolution. She was a medicine woman and a healer, and for about the next or second or third year on my path on YouTube, I focused completely on healing, shamanic healing, everything to do with my Native American past. So then the next wave of videos you guys saw for a while were nothing but healing ceremonies, me going all over the world to every ancient site you can frickin' think of with me and my husband, healing out not just people. We'd go and heal people there, but then we'd heal out the entire ruins of Montségur Castle since the last time Hitler had been there with the Nazis in the south of France. Or we'd go to Dunluce Castle, which is the very top castle at the tip top of Ireland, which overlooks over to Scotland. You have Giant's Causeway there. The Dunluce Castle was the last stronghold of, it goes on and on and on with history. So I did a lot of work like that, and then I wrote a book about healing, and that was animal communication and how you can communicate with animals and heal. And so, you know, I've really kind of spread myself very thin in a lot of ways, but also completely immersed myself in a lot of ways into each category and into each journey and aspect of myself that I have been working through over time. So how my videos turn into books is basically I make enough videos, take enough research, and then I write it all down and I compile it into something. Well, I have a zip drive folder or a Tera drive folder with thousands of videos on it. And these are videos that are no longer on my YouTube channel, videos that I've been collecting for years and taking for years. And I believe that all of these videos are books. If I can get them organized into the right categories and spread out into the right orders, all of these videos will also become books. And I'm talking about really important topics here. So what I have done by suggestion of many of you out there is I have opened up a Patreon account. Now, Patreon is a really great website that a lot of other video or YouTube content creators have gone over to now. Now, when you go to patreon.com, I have my own page on Patreon, and my link is patreon.com/Stasha Erickson. Now on there, I have mirrored a lot of YouTube videos that I've created over the past like year. I didn't want to go too far back because I don't know if stuff from a while back was relevant enough. But I have about 30 videos on my Patreon channel right now. And how it works is if you go to my Patreon page, you will see there's all these different options that you can kind of donate to my work. And the smallest option is actually the one that I have really chosen for everybody, and I feel like it really would be the best option for me. And that is if you're able to go to my Patreon page and donate just $1, then that $1 will allow you access to my full Patreon page with all 30 videos in it. Now on this Patreon page right now, it's 30 videos that I've pulled from YouTube that I think are super significant right now. But what's going to be happening moving forward and basically starting next week, I am going to be creating private videos that will not be on YouTube anymore, but they will only be on my Patreon account. Once a week, I will come onto YouTube and let you guys know what content I have over on Patreon. But for the most part, my weekly videos here on YouTube will just be kind of generic moving forward. The main reason I have to do this is because YouTube has become completely full of trolls. It has completely blocked all of my views. I've lost so many viewers. I don't know what's going on. And I believe that a lot of the video attacks that I get are because I speak about topics that are very controversial for people. So on Patreon, because I have this kind of members only option, for $1 a month, you can have access to all of the good stuff. I am going to make videos about all the stuff that I'm kind of afraid to talk about on YouTube, and I will have those only for you guys, my subscribers. The main type of content I'm going to focus on is everything that I've made videos on over the years and anything new that's up and coming that I want to write about. So the main topics will be unbiased news, conspiracy theory, and spiritual and esoteric and occult-based videos. Again, I'm not in the occult, but I teach you guys about the occult so that you can know thine enemy and you can protect yourself from it. So another little thing I might pop in, since I will not probably offer readings to the public for much longer. I don't know how long I'll be doing readings for. I'm not completely pulling the plug because I do need to survive, and that's how I pay my bills. But if I can get enough people to go over to Patreon and everybody pays just $1 a month, I have something like 3,000 subscribers right now. Basically, Patreon will charge you just one time at the beginning of the month. So it'll either be January 1st or February 1st or March 1st. And it'll only ever be $1 you'd be charged through PayPal or whatever you choose. And you will have access to all of the content that I put out all month long. And really, again, the topics will be all of the stuff that I've been kind of talking about on this YouTube channel for free for many years. But now to eliminate trolls and to be able to focus more on the content that will really help myself and all of you to thrive and strive and grow this year, all of those videos will be now moving forward on Patreon. So please, 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 if you really appreciate my content, if you want to be able to stay in touch with me, if you want to see what's going on behind the scenes without having to pay like $5 a month for an app or $5 a month for a subscription service, please, really consider popping over to Patreon and becoming one of my patrons. Because this honestly will be the best way for my videos to not get taken down from YouTube, to not be flagged, to not be trolled. Even if it's just $1 a month, it proves to me that you're a real human being when you sign up to be a patron, and it motivates me to do even better content for all of you. So maybe if I take the readings away from the whole public, what I was thinking I'll do is maybe I'll do like a monthly reading that will go for all of humanity. And those monthly readings I will do with physical cards in front of you guys. This is still a real skill that I have. So what I'll do when I get enough patrons is I will start a poll on my patron page. And I will ask, what type of content do you guys want me to create most for you on my new Patreon channel? Once you have signed up, then you can basically get access to all of my videos immediately. And again, there's like 30 of them on there. Some of you may have seen, some of you may not. But the great thing about this is that if I have enough patrons at the start of every month, I will be able to take all of your notes, your suggestions, and your ideas for me, and I can organize them into wonderful video content for you each and every month. And technically, I might even like do 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 videos a week. It just depends on how much spare time that I have. But when I'm not traveling all year now, I can really stay put and really focus all of this work into one big, great presentation for all of you. So I will give you the links to my Patreon page. I'll show you some screenshots throughout this video of what Patreon looks like, what type of things you can access when you become a patron. There's other ways that you can donate on Patreon and go for higher amounts, and I will do things like make a private video for you or things of that nature. But it's a really, really great site. I found out about it through my favorite news reporter. His name is Mark Dice, and he's awesome, and I actually he became my first patron, or I became his first patron to kind of get the ball rolling. So I support you, Mark Dice, and thank you so much for your hard work and your unbiased news reporting. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about right now as far as Mandela effects go, because they are just through the roof. The most recent one I saw is now Lee Harvey Oswald, when he's getting shot, you no longer see Jack Ruby coming right up and shooting him. The video has been edited and chopped into multiple pieces. I still really want to get into JFK assassination even more with you guys, because the JFK assassination is still making me scratch my head. When you look at the footage today of JFK's assassination, there are 6 people in a 6-seater car that I never knew existed before, instead of the 4 people in the car that I remember. Beyond that, the new footage of the Kennedy assassination looks totally weird. It's from a different angle. It's way too high a quality for when it was filmed. Something is seriously going on here. They are trying to change the events that surrounded JFK's death. And I know this is a very important topic for me, because a big part of my book, Diary of an Asset, was about Marilyn Monroe and who might have killed her and what she might have been linked to. So I feel like there's going to be some more answers to this, but I just feel like I need to wait a little bit longer before I make my JFK Mandela effect video. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, please Google JFK's assassination, and please Google the video of Lee Harvey Oswald being shot by Jack Ruby. It all looks totally different. I could have sworn also that Lee Harvey Oswald was wearing some type of like either a prisoner's like white jumpsuit, or like a white shirt, or like a blue outfit. Now they've got him like all in black with a white collar. The whole thing looks crazy. So I don't like to put video links within my videos because I get copyright strikes. So maybe I'll just leave a couple links for you guys in the description below to check those out. But that is what's going on with me. So I'm staying in Norway. Everything is good. I am not going to be doing healings anymore, and I'm going to be cutting back on the readings. So if you want to receive help and support and services from me moving forward, patreon.com will be the place to do it, because you also can choose one of these higher tier options that I have on the Patreon page. And if you really want a private reading, or you really want something like that, then I can make that arrangement for you there. Okay, and in the meantime, if you do want to get a reading with me, at least for the next 10 days, I'd say by the end of January, I will have readings up on my website, StashaErickson.com. So you can go to StashaErickson.com, click on the readings tab, and take a look and see what I have available for like the next 10 days. But then February moving forward, it's going to be Patreon all the way. I'm going to make long, full-length classes for you guys. I'm going to make, possibly even do some live streaming. Oh my God, there's so much that I want to do for you guys. So start putting your suggestions in the comment box below about content you'd love to see on Patreon. Please hop over to Patreon via the link below, and please become a patron to me. If my work is worth at least $1 a month to you that you will have access to things that kind of nobody's ever saw before. I've made quite a few very controversial classes that I planned to release that I never did, and they have a lot to do with the Black Cube and the Kaaba and Mecca and Saturn, and oh, there's so much I want to share with you guys. So I feel like I can confidently release these classes and these works on Patreon when I know that it's not just going to be Troll City that is my viewership. Okay, guys, I love you ever so much, and I'm still a little under the weather, so it might take me a little while to get back to normal, but I'm very grateful to be here, staying in Norway with my family for the time being, and I love you all very much, and I hope you're doing well, and yeah, I'll be back soon with some more Patreon updates. I hope to see you guys all over on that site, and I love you all so much, and I wish so much peace and happiness to the world today. And congratulations on becoming the 45th President, Donald J. Trump. Bye-bye.